about that spot that his face literally just drops. He's like, you see? He's like, yeah, dude. Gotta take it all the way back up. And then everyone just started laughing. He's like, yeah, we got a bunch of fucking funny guys here today.
Fucking Mac.
Me and Jake could only get that thing like an inch off the ground.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're doing the podcast now. It's happening at this very moment. This is Everything Has to Go, episode 14. Nailed it. Yeah. Metal. What are you showing, Brad? Are you just showing pictures out?
Yeah, that's what we were talking about a minute ago.
Well, send me the picture and talk about it.
Oh, I thought it was
like
a
the
McRib.
same dresser
You've actually moved this dresser before, but you guys took the drawers out.
Anyway, we're doing intros, is what we're doing. Because I'm Bennett, White Oak. I think I introduced myself to a different name every single time. We'll go around. Actually, yeah, this guy.
I'm Derek, a.k.a. Killa in Tortilla, or the Shank in your piggy bank.
All right, I like it. You're
okay.
Yeah,
Shake
not
the
too bad.
bank.
I'm Trey, that's it.
A.k.a. Trayvon.
I'm Brad, the Colorado Rattlesnake, a.k.a. the Colorado Rattlesnaggle.
Woo! Rattlesnaggle.
Colorado Rattlesnaggle.
All right, fair enough.
A.k.a. my mom.
Oh.
Jake's my dad. But he's not
Too
here.
much, right?
a.k.a. his mom.
Dirt Daddy T. No other names.
That's the only one you need.
I am the Dirt Daddy.
The dirtiest of baddies.
Turbo Butt Schmeg.
Sean, a.k.a. Rich Mahogany.
Didn't you come up with something real funny today?
Fuck!
You've done this before.
Oh, yeah.
That's a funny name.
A.k.a. Jonathan, a.k.a. Shonald. I get called those.
Those are low effort.
Jonathan.
I guess you can call me James or Cupcake Jim.
Cuck
Ooh.
cake.
I like cupcake.
I like cuck cake, Jim.
Cupcake. What is it?
And that's where
I heard Cuck.
I'll leave it
All right, good to have you around, Derek.
Yeah, I'll hopefully be back. Not for just the first one in the 14th.
Buy the Shank in your piggy bank.
Oh,
What was,
Shank in your piggy bank.
You always say this, George. Thick James.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's the opposite of Slim Jim.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
Thick James.
You get the Slim Jim, but then they have the Randy Savage Slim Jim.
That's a Thick James.
It's the Thick James, which is hilarious.
I told you that the other day, and you're like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I didn't
And I was
know
like,
what
that's
you
a
were
thick
talking about.
goddamn Slim Jim. It's a Thick James. George, stop talking.
All right, anyway, we're going to talk about old folks' homes or retirement communities, care stuff. What is it? Assisted
Dementia.
care.
Assisted living.
There. Let's not use this tape.
The weakest link.
Retirement community, yeah.
Oh, Big Crust is here. Big Al's.
Oh my
You see
God.
that? Big Al's Specialty Moving just rolled by.
Oh, Big Al's?
Yeah, they heard the podcast was
I was
going
going to
so
say,
they
you
had
want to
to
see if
do
they want to join the podcast?
Oh, I know they're going to come in and cause a ruckus at some point, but we're talking about old folks' home.
That'd be really
Who wants to start? Who's got a good story? Brad, you always have good stories. I know you were telling me some shit about some shit earlier.
I mean, I don't even know where to begin on old folks. So.
It's very commonly a disaster.
I'll start with the easiest one, yet I think one of the funniest ones. Me and this dude, he hasn't worked here for years, but this dude, Derek, different Derek. Fucking, we're in this old folks' home, moving this lady out. It's great, everything's going good. But 2 doors down is this guy. He's this old World War II vet. And funny as shit, but every time we came by, he would throw another piece of furniture out in the hallway. And and the people that were working there, the nurses and stuff, were like, no, Ted, stop that, Ted. Like, no, they're taking my stuff. I'm getting out of this hellhole. It's like, no, Ted, you got to stay here. And then he would wait till the nurses walked by. He'd be like, boys, get my stuff, please take it. It's like, I'm sorry, sir, but we're here for someone else. Well, when you're done, come get it. I'm out of here.
That's poor guy. I wish I could say that's like uncommon, but but it
Needless
comes
to
up
say,
a
we
lot.
didn't move that Ted guy.
Well, I mean, fair enough. Yeah.
He's still
Yes.
there.
You mean rescued or liberated?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, that's like, what's going on in this joint,
I mean, why can't you give cell phone signal on old folks' home? It's because what
Well,
Brad said. So they can't call people when they're getting beat.
Exactly, dude. I just said that the other
None of them
day.
can use a cell phone anyways.
Yeah, well, they got cell phone jammers in there, I swear to God.
I can literally one signal, but the second I walk out of that building, all my notifications come through, all my Snapchat.
Dude, that's because you have Verizon.
Yeah, dude, you walk in there though. Yeah.
This has been brought to you by T-Mobile.
You try and send a text, dude, and just Jurassic Park your ass. Not the magic word.
You just pulled landscaping duty.
I guess
Your
on that
cussing
note,
just pooped
that
himself.
reminds me of the story of a lady who was convinced we liberated her cat from the nursing home.
She sure did.
I think I've told this story before, so I'll make it concise. But yeah, just every time we walked in, this lady was like, "Did you let my cat out? I'm pretty sure you let my cat out. Have you guys seen my cat?" And then our customer ended up walking around with her, and she didn't know where her room was. So I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, but this door right here says, please do not let the cat out." And I would imagine that's yours.
That's probably yours.
I would imagine.
Oh my God, Thor.
Huh.
What if she was the cat the whole time? Oh shit.
Like a Cheshire.
It's just Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Sabrina the Golden Age
Oh my
Witch.
God, dude. That's some deep shit.
I like that.
I feel bad for her, though. I hope her
I did
cat's
too.
okay.
We were nice to her.
I'm sure her cat was fine.
Yeah.
I mean, where
If
could
it
it have
existed.
gone?
If it was even there, yeah.
My
Speaking of lost.
favorite,
What if you found the cat? The cat was like, "Did you let my person out?"
my favorite recent one was helping you and Max after you got your COVID shot.
That shit was a clusterfuck.
And there was that one guy walking around. It was in the mental ward, and he was trying to open every door and come in. And I didn't know who the customer was. And I just see this guy come in with the Bible, and he goes, "Can I come in here?" And I looked at White Oak, and I was like, "Is this our customer?" He goes, "Absolutely not." I was like, "No, sir, you cannot." And then the whole time, he kept trying to open, shut, open, shut. And then he eventually finds a door that's open. There's an old lady laying there, and he goes, "Ooh, don't mind if I do." And then this guy gets right in and shuts the door. I didn't talk to a single nurse or anything. That's none of my business.
I have to tell you how that fucking started. That shit was ridiculous. It was just me and Max, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we show up to this place. It's supposed to be an apartment move to an apartment move, but it's an old folks home to an old folks home, a memory care unit to another one. So this is just a disaster to start out with. So we show up at the place, and we get let in, do all the COVID stuff because old people are going to die. So we get let in. They bring us to the memory care unit. They show us the room. They bring us in there and then leave. And we can't get out of the memory care because it's all locked.
It's locked from both sides.
So we're
yeah.
stuck in this place, and we're just standing in the hallway, and eventually a nurse walks by, and I'm like, "Hey, can we get a key or something? Are you guys supposed to be here?" "Yes." "Okay, we're trying to get this shit out of here." Oh my God, what a clusterfuck. And there was that dude, like you said, he checked every door everywhere. He walked into that place where we were moving stuff out. It was crazy. Yeah.
Also, the lady that was running the move, she was like, "Yeah, the customer, she's losing her mind. You can't understand a word she says. She's foreign. It's just garbled gibberish, so don't listen to anything she's saying." So we get to the place. She's just an old European woman. She speaks perfectly fine English. And she's like, "Yeah, just put it right there. That's all I ask." And the lady goes, "What? What are you saying? No one can understand." It's like, "No, you're fucking crazy. You're the crazy one, and that person's normal."
That lady, the old lady who we were moving for, she definitely had memory issues and shit, but she was no more difficult to deal with than the average middle-aged white woman.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, "I want to put this over there." We were like, "Okay," and we set it there. She's like, "Did I tell you to put that there? I actually want it over there." And it's like, this is completely normal. It
doesn't change.
Yeah, this is an average day. You literally don't remember telling me this 20 seconds ago, but it's totally fine because it's no different than normal.
Where was that? This is your bed. And I'm not talking about old folks.
Yeah, exactly.
That can't be mine. That's your master bed.
Yeah.
That's
your headboard.
I don't think I had that many boxes, I'll be honest.
Didn't one of you have a clapping story?
Oh, like a-
place? I wasn't there.
Well,
So I can't tell.
Clapping.
It's
I don't
like
have a
every
clapping
time
story.
people brought something in, everyone sitting there would clap for them.
Oh, I've
Yo,
done
I would
that.
get so fucking mad. You don't know how mad I would get.
That's the
Hey,
Twilight Zone.
You want a heartwarming story?
No.
Please.
Just give it to us.
So
Yeah,
when
bring it.
COVID was at its height, and these poor folks were actually locked in their rooms, not allowed in the hallways and stuff, me and Jesse were on this move, and fully gowned up, all that kind of stuff, and we're unloading this truck, and the truck where we have the truck parked was right next to this other lady's little patio area and stuff like that, which I'm assuming they weren't allowed to even go out there. But we're sitting there moving stuff out, and I see her come to the window, and she just stands there for like 15, 20 seconds just staring at us while we're moving stuff out of the truck. Bring it inside, we come back. She like is staring at us for another second, disappears. We bring something else out of the truck. Now she has a chair at the window and is sitting there watching us. And we're like, all right, well, that's cool. So then come back out to get something else, and she has a bag of chips. And is sitting in this chair with a bag of chips watching us through this window. So then me and Jesse are like, you want to ham this shit up? Let's ham this shit up, dude. I fucking pushed Jesse down the ramp on a four-wheeler, and she's like clapping and stuff. And like, dude, fucking, we were dancing up the ramp and stuff like that. Jesse was like doing his flex thing, you know. And she was having a good old time.
How was she eating your chips? Like slowly? Like.
It might have been seductive. I don't know.
No, I'm not talking about seductive. I'm just saying slow eater.
Yeah,
You
but
definitely
she was-
made her day.
Yeah, we made her day, dude.
Yeah.
She was
No doubt.
pumped. Me and Jesse were pumped on top of it because it's like, well, this sucks, but it probably sucks more for her.
Yeah.
She probably told the nurse that the shots and movers like we're sliding down the ramp on some four wheelers. She got more medication.
Okay.
I was just saying,
Those movers
When you
were-
get to get the nurse to RA, when she's saying she saw the movers riding down the ramp, that's impossible.
It's
We
great,
need to up her morphine.
Yeah.
It's great though. I turned to Jesse. I was like, "You want to ham this up?" And Jesse's like, "Brother, you know me."
There's no mover that looks like a walrus.
Mhm.
I kind of brought up this topic because I was going through old pictures I have, and I found all those old pictures of me and Thor at the beginning of COVID when shit was really kicking off,
Shit was whack.
where we
God,
had to
dude,
dress
the
in
worst.
basically garbage bags,
Yeah.
and like we're sweating in these plastic bags that are coating our whole bodies just
It just
all the way
pooled.
down.
So you guys were wrestlers in high school.
It was
you're
ridiculous.
You're
It was
cutting
like,
weight.
why are
Yeah.
we here? We're literally the demographic that's spreading COVID because we're young people who are kind of healthy, and we're being
Oh yeah.
we go to random people's houses. And then we fucking go to old folks' homes immediately after, and they're like, "This will make sure they're
That
safe."
is true. I did
And
not
it's
think
like,
about that.
Are you
yeah.
fucking kidding me? This is insane. It was probably the most angry I've ever been moving stuff.
You know, angry.
I
I used to
I
get
see you
yeah.
angry a lot, but not like.
I
That
just
had-
seem like I'm angry.
That had actual like implications
Yeah.
behind
But
it.
I have a shitload of pictures of that.
Because
shit.
it was unnecessary.
Well, here's the thing: is it was probably like 4 or 5 months ago. You know, India's starting to get real bad at COVID, and a lot of places are getting way worse. And I see a picture on Reddit of like an Indian doctor who's completely drenched in sweat because he covered himself with plastic bags to help all his patients and shit. And it's like, this guy's actually helping people. We're just fucking moving trash
I know that motherfucker
down a
ain't-
hallway.
Yeah. I know
It's
that
like-
motherfucker ain't carrying an electric recliner right now.
yeah, it's like, what the fuck, man?
So in the news recently, Melbourne, Australia went back into a state of lockdown for a short period for 18 cases, and they were bringing up a point that some of the cases were brought to the state of Victoria, where Melbourne is, because movers came from Sydney and
Yeah.
brought it with them.
Yeah. It's like,
ha!
I can't believe we did this shit. I can't believe we did this shit.
We
through
told- we
all
were
of
gonna be
fucking
vectors.
COVID.
No, that's what's going to happen because you know how many times we loaded up stuff here and they're like, all right, we're going all the way to the East Coast now. Like,
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we're
Good luck.
I know we're fucking coughing and sneezing because
Oh,
the world's on
that's
fucking
not
fire.
even that. Like, imagine how many times we've been fully like, just dripping sweat, sweating onto people's stuff, and they go and sleep on it that night. We put it in their house and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Only
We can't
most
wear short
days.
sleeves because we're gonna sweat on their stuff.
George, remember that lady we moved before they like started locking shit down around here?
Oh, that
and,
bitch.
And yeah, and all of her kids had the flu and were in the hospital.
Yep,
And
I
then-
moved her again.
And then you moved her again like a month later. And
Except
found
that
out
she didn't
they,
believe in it.
They all had COVID. Yeah.
But she was like, they all have COVID, and then she goes, no, it's okay. They all had COVID. They're in the ICU, but like, I don't believe in it. I'm a nurse. My husband's
She was a
doctor.
nurse.
And they almost died, but
I was on the
don't
job.
have this with me. It's like,
That
yeah.
was
on
the
that
second
job,
part,
yeah.
yeah.
That blonde chick.
No.
Yeah, because she
Short
said
hair.
you don't have to wear masks. We don't believe in it. And you're like, what the fuck?
Well, mainly because what do you mean we don't have her kids were in the ICU.
Yeah.
And
They
they
almost
were-
died,
when
and
we
she
were-
was
when we
fucking
moved
bawling
in-
her
when we
eyes
moved
out,
in
having a
the
hard
first
time, and then she goes,
time, yeah.
I don't believe in this.
Yeah. She was like, yeah, my kids are in the hospital right now. I took them to the ER, and they're going to the ICU, but we still got to do this move. And then a month later, they were still. She was like, "Yeah, they were in the ICU because they."
Whatever.
The
You
number-
guys will be fine. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck you.
The number of times we showed up to a fucking job over the last year, and they're like, "Oh, you don't have to wear masks. We all had COVID." It's like,
Yeah.
fuck you. Go fuck
like
yourself.
my roommate had it, 2 weeks ago, and it's fine. It shouldn't be dealt with right now.
Yeah, it's oh my god. This wasn't a COVID podcast, but
See, and that's,
maybe next week's gonna be.
yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm okay with the whole people gotta move, man. Like they gotta move when their leases are up and stuff. That shit didn't change because
Yeah.
some people got extensions. The shit I was mad about is when we were showing up places, just like that piano. It's like doing the shuffles in the same house. It's like that piano really needs to go to the basement today, right now.
Yeah.
It's like,
just a second.
what? It's like you've been working at home for 3 months now, and you just
fucking up
sat
the
here
hall
and
right
looked, and you're like,
this year.
yeah, man, it's just. Every time I walk out of this room where I told the people that moved it in to put it, now it's making me mad.
The problem is it was you who put it there.
Exactly. Right 2
There
years
were so
prior.
many
but it's
remodel
like-
jobs just
Oh,
because
dude.
people got bored.
Yeah.
Dude,
There was a
it's the
lot.
same thing with old people. Like, I feel like I did more old folks' home moves during
I did
COVID
so many
than I
old
do
folks'
now,
homes during
because
COVID.
they were all the mother-in-laws were at home with the couple that was working at home. And they were like, "Nah, she's got to go.
She's the
We
get
gotta,
the
we gotta
fuck
stick
out
her
of
yeah.
at
here.
home.
Yeah.
I need
can't
to
do
call
this.
this one place RF right now.
So you had to complain about why it's unethical to be doing it, and then you got put on none.
No,
How come
I.
none of us called who? But like,
Bennett did.
hey, we know all these movers who are like straight going to they're going out, so doing all this other stuff, drinking with each other within 2 feet, and like straight just sweating on each other, and they're going into old folks' homes and all these other places.
Gay bathhouse?
We're sitting in a small
They're just sweating, sucking. And
There's a lot of times, like, think about how many times, like, when you're
I know some
when you're
guys.
sitting in the same
Oh, no,
stretch
no.
of, like, right after you just finished moving,
They're
you're like,
hot. They're all
you can
hot
feel
right
the
now.
heat rating off the guy next to you when you're sitting in the fucking cab.
I mean,
it fucking sucks.
This place isn't too far off from a gay bathhouse.
I think we can drill a hole through.
We're pretty close, yeah.
We still get a shower
Just have to
set
put it
right
by
there.
JD's
Just
desk.
like,
Just go through the bathroom and right there, just.
Hey, it's 2021.
Yeah. Biden's
we should
president
just
now.
get those,
Yeah.
like in the high school locker rooms, how they have that one just metal tube going down with all the spigots on the side. Just
Yeah,
get one of those in the back and everything.
We were just talking about that today. We need lockers.
Yeah, we need lockers.
We need lockers and we need a shower, and then half
See,
of
what's
us would
gonna
never
happen if
leave
we
this
got
place.
lockers? You're just gonna push me in the
have, like,
locker and steal my
bunk
money.
beds.
That's not true.
I'm gonna relive high school all over again.
I'm not going to steal your money.
Oh, okay. I have no money because we're poor.
I'm going to push you into the
All you
locker.
have to worry about is someone stealing your weed here.
I don't
That's it.
smoke it.
I don't think anybody steals weed around here. I think it just gets smoked because it's there.
Yeah.
I think
Just
that,
keep
or
picturing George in a
people,
locker.
or people just.
I
lose
would
their
like to
weed.
see. I would
Yeah,
like
'cause
to,
it gets
like,
you
I
high
honestly,
and
if
they
we
go,
did
"Oh,
have
yeah."
lockers, I would try to put George in a locker. Not gonna lie. I would try.
I probably lock George in a locker or two.
Yeah, probably.
George is probably like, Brad, lock me in a locker.
And we're going to do
Now
it.
stick your dick in.
Now we're gonna make your glory hole.
Yeah, high school was very different for you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, we're still
We went
friends.
to high school at a gay bathhouse.
Yeah,
Not
like
too
here.
far off from a gay bathhouse.
So how great would that be if there was just a shower in there and everything?
Oh, I thought you were
like,
talking
just
about glory
like,
holes.
no.
And that's the first thing I'm
Adam, did you get a
to
shower
do.
put in here?
Yeah, we'll
Like a communal
get
shower.
right on that.
You're trying to turn it into a gay bathhouse.
Hats first.
Hats.
Yeah, we do need hats.
Hats, though?
You need
Hats.
coonskin
Hats.
hats.
Like those Russian style for winter.
need
No,
Indoor
just get
style.
regular ass hats.
Coonskin.
Coonskin hats are gonna be the hot rage.
I mean, they're not, but
Yeah, how stupid we would all look.
Crew
All showing
fedoras.
up with mammogrammed coonskin hats that say Bruce, Colorado Brats, or Brad Springsteen.
Yeah, here
I
we
do
go.
have to say real quick though, today the customer, Thor normally wears his hair up while we're moving
He'll
and
let it
stuff.
down.
But I did the bill with her and she's like, "Man, you guys were great. I got to come out and say bye to the other guys." And she walks
that
out and I'm
young
walking
lady?
like behind her and she walks to the door and they kind of like looks because Thor walks over right there, but then he had already brought his hair down and she looks and she's like, "Thanks, guys." Yeah.
Didn't recognize you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just hanging out for a minute?
yeah.
We're talking about old folks home. What do you got?
Don't say
You ever have
anything.
the old people that complain about the temperature?
Yeah.
Oh my
That's a
god.
good point.
Oh my god, that's
we
a
were,
good one.
We were unloading into I guess.
That's
No
what I'm
names.
saying. We're trying not to,
Okay.
but
Well, we were unloading there, and we had a side door propped open. It's like 20 degrees outside, but they have the heat in there cranked up to like fucking 80. You know, like
yeah.
And this
Easy
old
during the
lady
summer.
just kept walking past the side door, and eventually, like me and somebody were carrying something in, and she goes walking by, and she goes, "Boy, it sure is cold in here."
Yeah, it's cold
Walks out
outside.
down the
too.
hallway, but she just kept walking back and forth the whole time we were there. It was like, lady, fucking go sit in your warm ass room.
Yeah.
Or just, again, it's like 80 fucking degrees. in there.
It's so hot.
It is always hot in those
It's
places.
always hot.
It's uncomfortably hot when you go into those
Constant.
places.
And then they have their shawls on and they're shivering.
Yeah, and I had a dude slamming the goddamn door on us every time we went out.
The one
Over at the
Big
Max.
Bid and Barbs.
Yeah, over at fucking Max Stack over
Oh,
there.
okay.
And he told me, he's like, "You're letting all the goddamn heat out."
Oh, I know that guy. He hangs out and waits for
Dude,
us to
he's
show
so
up.
mean.
And he'll lock us out of the entire building. You have to walk like
He goes-
half
he goes-
a mile to go in.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Dude,
did
it was-
it again.
Dude, it was like 60 degrees that day, and he's like, "You're letting all the goddamn heat out. Don't you understand? It's winter time." I went, "Well, technically, sir, we are in the springtime, which was like 3 weeks ago, but I'll play your game." So then I used
I raised you too.
one of our 1-inch straps because the maintenance guy said that we could. He was the one that came and opened the door and like tied it up, and the guy kept untying it. So I used one of our 1-inch straps and just tightened it down, fucking tight as fuck. That's probably why that door's all fucked up still to this day.
Good.
You
Brad,
did
good.
Oh, Brad, we have the best old folks home. The one from Nebraska.
Oh man, don't even start me on that.
Even old Adam had to come out and help us.
Adam.
I know, I already gave him one.
Yeah, we came from Scottsbluff. The guy,
He wasn't there for like an hour and a half, and he didn't pack or do anything.
yeah, it was China Hutch is filled with Hummels everywhere.
And we unloaded out here into his garage. He
Oh,
met us
yeah,
at like
LaPorte.
6:30.
I've heard this story. Oh, 1,000 times.
Yeah.
So we drove all the way out there. He wasn't there. Nothing had been touched, and there was so much shit in that place. We're about to leave. Like we're sitting there, like if he doesn't show up in 10 minutes, we're out.
Bob, the CEO, comes
And
through.
then Bob, the fucking CEO out there, was like, stopped us as we were leaving. He's like, "Hey,
Boys.
listen, man. This isn't our fault. We're not gonna pay for this. We're not gonna pay for the service." And it's like, yeah, no we're not gonna charge you a goddamn thing, man. If he's not here, he's not here. Like, that's fine. He's like, "Oh yeah, well, no, but I just want you to understand, like, we're not responsible for this situation." It's like, "No, I know. No, we're cool, man. We're leaving. You haven't signed any of this shit. Yeah, we're leaving."
No, that's ringing a bell.
Yeah, and I told him, I was like, 5 minutes, man, we're out of here. So we are walking out the goddamn door to leave. Which, mind you, like I said, George, it doesn't matter. That dude would have shown up and we would have had to turn around.
Yeah, anyways,
But
but
we're
he did that
walking-
whole
yeah.
that thing too, Bob. Hey, hold on a minute.
Yeah, he goes, "Hold on
I got
a
him on
minute."
the phone. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck.
We'd already been sitting there for like 45 minutes waiting, trying to figure this out. And then he's like, "I got him on the phone. He said he'll be here in 10 minutes. And it's like, dude, we were literally 5 minutes from leaving. We hit our deadline, extended it another 5 minutes, and we are out the door, man.
Adam,
God
how
damn
long
it, Bob.
do we have to wait at a job before waiting for a custody?
It's like college. It's 5 minutes.
I was gonna say I waited like 10 minutes one time.
Oh, I've straight up waited like an hour outside of
An
a
hour?
custody's house.
Yeah, it just depends on the day, dude. Like, if
Yeah.
it's the dead of winter and we're slow as shit and somebody's an hour late, like, yeah, we're gonna sit there and fucking wait. This time of year, fucking
If you're 2 minutes late, fuck
About
you.
15 minutes. I think that's a good
15 minutes is at least.
Don't
like,
answer your
time.
phone.
If
Yeah,
you're
it's like
still
a
packing,
job
go
somewhere,
fuck
yeah.
yourself.
I wish that was the case.
But dude, man, that shit was so maddening. And then we went back up there with him, and he's like, "Yeah." And we brought 0 boxes, obviously.
Yeah.
Drove 2 hours out there, no
Oh, no,
boxes.
I do remember this. 'Cause,
Yeah.
He thought we were packing.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's like,
so many
so
China
this needs
Hutches.
to get packed. This needs. It's like, dude, we have no boxes. We're not packing this shit. But his friend was with him, and
Yeah,
dude, his
yeah,
friend
yeah.
started. He was just.
Well, they
going,
got back from the wake and they're both hammered.
Yeah,
still.
but his friend was going in on him like, "Dude, you literally haven't done anything in here. You haven't packed anything. You're a fucking idiot, dude. You thought they were gonna do it? You're fucking stupid, man."
yeah, and they're both old men and they're shirtless, just sweating
Oh,
profusely,
dude,
like how
yeah.
we do when we're
Yeah.
hungover, trying to move stuff. But you're 60
We
at
don't
this
do
point,
that.
and so they're dying. Going, God, I fucking
Yeah.
hate you. I have to move some more dressers because they're not going to move it next week. Don't fucking call me. I've known you since I was 6. Don't call
Yeah,
me.
that dude was. I'm glad his friend was there because he put him in line. He's like, "No, man, let's get all this shit out of everything and pile it in the goddamn corner, and you deal with it.
We got done loading up at like what, 4 or 5 o'clock?
Yeah, 4 or 5.
And then we drove from fucking Scottsbluff to Fort Collins and then unloaded.
Yep.
It's pretty lame.
10 minutes away.
Yep, we were
dude.
we were
See,
almost
like
out the door.
like
Then
I
Bob
said,
came
though,
in, that fat
with
fuck
that
in a
kind of-
loose suit, just went boom.
Yeah, with that kind of drive though, he would have called us and it'd be like, damn it.
Because he kept thinking that we were trying to
We're
charge
gonna
him.
have
We
to
could-
turn around. No, not Bob, the customer. He would
Oh,
have called
yeah.
us. We would have been 5 minutes up the road, like, all right, I guess we can go back.
It
Yeah.
might have been even worse.
Which I'll send you the picture of it, Bennett. I have a glorious
You
picture.
do it right now.
Oh,
You better
Doug.
send me that shit.
Yeah, I got a glorious picture of Doug sitting on the
You
couch,
should show everyone that.
just defeated.
No, everybody's gonna see it because everybody who says I have a picture of it needs to send it to me immediately.
Oh, I'm doing it right now.
Because otherwise it won't happen.
That's how.
Should have a Twitter
probably how
handle, at
Doug
Big
felt.
Chubs.
That's probably how I felt when Adam had to come there for that old folks home and everything. They're like, at like
Last
4,
week.
like yeah, 5, like it was like 5:30 or something when
I
you
got
got
out
there.
at like
It was like 5.
35.
I think it was like 5 because we were done by like
We were done at
6:30, 7.
We were like back here done at 7.
Yeah.
Oh, I was there.
Yeah.
I was like, this is all ringing a bell.
That was so like it was so bad. Like
That was just a bad
again at an old
situation,
folks
dude.
home. Like our custody, like Brad literally called the custody, like talking to her on the phone, and she's like, "Hey
It
guys,
wasn't-
I'm sorry."
It wasn't her
Well,
fault.
yeah,
at
Oh
all.
no,
It
no,
was-
it was like her sister's fault.
She flew out that night before and then got there and she was pissed, dude.
She was just in the way that whole time.
That could be a whole podcast. To keep going away.
Yeah. All right. Let's start a new story. Who's got something else? Some other dumb shit that we've done. I think Adam started one. We've had a couple. Thor. We're always there.
I mean, dumb shit that we've done. Be a little more specific, because I went to.
Yeah.
Old folks
dumb
home. Are we
shit.
still talking?
Okay,
Yeah, we still talking.
okay.
Old folks home is the theme of the thing. What's up?
Does everyone remember Goated?
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah.
remember
Go
Goated.
fuck
Like-
Joe.
Yeah. Just keep calling him Goated for
He's
podcast
Goated.
sake.
Oh, he's Joe. I'll give
It
him
was-
some
it was-
like that.
First week or so, I would say, maybe like first couple days here. Me, him, and Jake went to an old folks home. I think it was outside of Loveland. And it was that one where like some of the elevators don't connect, or the buildings don't connect.
Oh yeah.
And so there's different sections.
Yeah.
And we get there.
That was me, you, him, and Jake. Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
I
you were
remember
there
Joe.
too?
Yes, because he remember
Yeah,
he was.
got it. Yeah,
I'll let
okay.
you finish. But
I was
he
gonna
gone,
go.
yeah.
Yeah,
He
Joe.
so he goes up the wrong elevator.
Because they told us
And
they
gets
couldn't-
lost right away. And we're bringing stuff down for like 45 minutes and nowhere to be found. And so finally Jake's like, Trey, will you go? Where'd he go? Will you go find him, please? He's like, all right, I'll go find him. And so I go up like probably 3 different elevators and sections trying to find him. Go up this one, and it's deserted. There's no one
It's
up
the
there.
creepy-ass spot,
And
yes.
it's like The Shining up there. I keep going around these corners expecting
'Cause it had
kids
the-
on the bikes. To
They had
like,
the big like med door at the very end that went to those
Yeah.
other elevators, but they're like, you cannot use that door.
yeah, he went up there and was just walking around with a dolly of boxes
dude.
for like an hour. Just, I can't get out. And finally, I turn a corner and he's right there. He's like, oh, I can't get out of here, dude. Like,
So lost.
and I'm scared up there. Like, oh
Dude,
my
that
god,
spot was
am I gonna be able to find this elevator again? Yeah.
It doesn't
Finally
exist.
found him, and yeah.
Because that's where those elevators that we were using too, man. That was high traffic area.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Everybody was.
Yeah,
Right,
so
so, Hinderverse did that like a couple weeks ago. Was me, you, and him over at those apartments off Bacon and everything. Those really stupid ones I hate going to, the Crown or something.
Yeah.
The
We were there
South.
like yeah. Me and him were on the third, like we were on the 3rd floor moving everything out, and we were just walking to the elevators down there and taking it down, walking through the main door through the truck. All right, pretty simple, right? No. Like he took off, and me and Brad decided to just take the stairs with one of the things. We're like, oh fuck, trying to put this in the elevator and everything. We go all the way down. We get out there. We end up we do like 2 or 3 trips without seeing Hinderverse for a while. We're like, where the fuck is he? Walk out there again. He's walking out the complete opposite side of a fucking building with the
he's just
same
gone.
stuff. Just so
Yeah.
we were like, what the shit? Because my was like, dude, I just got lost up there. I'm like,
I asked him, I asked him, why didn't you take the teleporter? He was like, huh?
To be fair, those places are built like mazes.
no, there's literally it's down.
Well,
That is
no,
a giant.
no,
There's
no.
a giant fucking L, bro.
To be fair, the Crown is not built like a maze.
It's a giant fucking
It's not.
It's a giant L.
And that's just a regular apartment complex. That's just
And each building has the same elevator in the same spot.
Yup,
They're
all
designed
the
exactly
stairs are in the same spot. There's 1 stair, 2 stair, 3 stair.
blue stair.
Yeah, exactly.
Hinderverse.
Yep.
Oh,
big,
The Hinderverse
got
of
lost in
madness.
it.
I guess we're leaving out names, but that big retirement home on Harmony down there, fucking.
Oh, sure.
Timberline, like behind Target.
No, the
Alpha
Magenzi's.
McMurray.
Sorry.
Oh, you're talking about the Max Stack.
Yeah, the Max Stack. That's a good name.
Max
But
Stack.
their memory care,
Oh, I know.
whatever they call it, is like tucked way back in there. It's like a 1/4-mile walk from the fucking front door.
Yep.
And then you get back there and it's just fucking sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The memory care
Oh,
units
man.
are some of the worst.
I have a
things.
story from that the Max Stack memory care with Eckfield. We
Rick,
picked up some furniture
Yeah, you tell your
from the woman's house for her mother-in-law or whatever, and she instantly got pissed off at me for picking up a chair the wrong way. And I carried it from the bottom, and she pulled Eckfield aside, and she goes, "I don't like him. He's carrying chairs the wrong way. You don't pick it up from the bottom. You have to take more care than that. These are antiques. Antiques, everything's priceless. Everything's in pristine condition." So when I heard that and he heard that, we're like, all right, fuck you. We're going to take pictures of everything.
Yeah.
And then she told us, you need to quit being humorous with this.
Oh,
I already
yeah.
have pictures of everything.
She called.
Yeah. Well,
That was a stupid conversation.
it gets even better. So we go through all that. We had to wait to load because we needed a babysitter. Her friend needed to come and watch us do it up from the other end from the house. So we
Yeah.
picked it up from the basement. And we had to be watched going around the side of the house with her daughter. And then we had someone else going up by the gate watching us on every little step. And so we get to the new place, the old folks' memory care at the very far end. And this dumb bitch starts fucking putting furniture polish on the furniture in a memory care unit. And it is, you could smell it at the front, and she's at the very far end in the back. And the nurses are freaking the fuck out. And I pulled one of them aside, I was like, yeah, it's our customer, she's an idiot. And I told her she needs to stop, and she told me pretty much to go fuck myself. So she's an awful person, do what you want. They ran over there and like pretty much told her off, she needs to quit doing it. She had the rag and the stainer in her hand. She's like, I'm not doing a thing. It's like, you are. Old people can't breathe. They're in oxygen tanks already, and they're all like sucking in more air.
And, slippery antique furniture sounds like a safe place for your fucking mom with dementia.
Yeah.
This is like really off topic.
It's not like an old person, but like, God, their children are just awful too.
This is like really off topic, but like speaking of like furniture polish, I remember one time it was me and Jake on a 2-man, and we went to go move all this old lady shit from like a basement of like this house
You
and everything.
don't say.
No, yeah. We went to go get it and everything, but she went and polished and waxed all her antique furniture the night before and everything. And everything had just rounded corners and all that. So Jake tried to send me up backwards, and I literally could not grip it, trying as hard as I can. Jake starts getting mad at me. He's like, Sean, what the fuck? Why can't you do it? I was like, Jake, you try it. This has furniture polish all over it. I cannot grab it. There's no way to grab it. He's like, Sean, switch. So I jump on the bottom and everything. He goes to grab it too. I lean it back. He's like, oh shit, you actually can grab this. I was like, yo, yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Better than boogers.
Yeah.
That's slippery ass furniture, dude.
She was down there like polishing other shit as we were doing it. And Jay was like, you gotta stop doing that. Like, you're really fucking us here. Like, it was really bad.
Who was the lady that put mothballs in the storage unit and it made the entire storage unit?
It's a lot of people.
It's like most people.
I mean, that's why you use
Yeah, a lot of
mothballs.
people do it.
This old lady put so many mothballs that everybody else's storage unit within the entire complex smelled like fucking mothballs, and it was disgusting.
Thanks for the beer, Trey.
I believe it.
Anyone else?
Yeah, any other brewskis?
Brewski break.
Brewski break.
This
Everybody
break
get
is brought to
your
you
clicks
by
Natty
the
Light.
Penske truck. That's still out. Featuring Jake, Alex, and Nick.
Moves
Who are
by
still
Jake.
out.
Are those boys still out?
Yes,
They're
they
still
are.
out. man.
What
Yeah.
time we get that Penske for us to take to Steamboat tomorrow?
Yeah.
They're still doing it,
They're
boy.
probably at an
We
old
saw them
folks'
at
house.
1.
Yeah, that's it.
We saw them at 1 getting it.
What time is
They
it? Like
left-
7? Almost.
Man, we're getting to 7.
Wait,
like-
they're loading that? You guys are just unloading?
Yep.
No, they're
we have
loading
to
and
go
unloading,
Okay.
but they're using that Penske
Unload.
tomorrow to go to Steamboat.
No, they're-
Yeah.
That
So-
sucks.
I have a question actually. How many people have tried to get you to touch shitty
Your
furniture?
penis? Not how my
Literally like
Talking about
furniture
Schmick?
that has shit on it.
Oh.
Thor, go ahead.
Okay, so my story. I think it was me, Jake, and the Wolverine. I can't remember his actual name, but he had those chops, man. It was huge.
Johnny.
Yeah. Okay.
is
So.
that the James?
Yeah.
Left wing?
Yeah, that one.
Giant tattoo.
So yeah, we're doing this 3rd-story apartment to a house, and we get up there, and this girl is so obviously on an extreme amount of Xanax. It's just so prevalent. Everything we picked up, just like cans and food, falls out the bottom. We picked up a coffee table, which you can't even use as a coffee table because there's so much shit in our goddamn living room. And there is literal shit underneath it mixed in with the cans. I don't think it's human. I think it was her dog. She had a fucking German Shepherd in a 1-bedroom, 3rd-story apartment. And she was so goddamn barred out. I found a prescription for Xanax that she lost. I found a prescription for Klonopin that she lost. And those both are when we get to the next place and started loading shit. She has them both sitting on the windowsill, flipped up with like pills measured out to take. I'm like, this girl's getting barred. Yeah, that fucking sucked.
Brought to you by Klonopin.
Addy, you were there when that we moved that really shitty apartment that was 3 levels.
Yes. You were
And they had like condiments in their bathtub. They were eating everywhere, and there was that like pile of diapers in the nursery that they just kept throwing used diapers into the corner instead of throwing it away. They just had a huge mountain of diapers.
You say condiments in the bathtub, and I'm just picturing like a 2-inch layer of cheese.
Oh no! Yeah. So you go, everything is just shit, and you're like, God damn, these people suck, and they're fat and stupid. And you go into the master bath, they're like, yeah, this is the master, and it's just soy sauce. Hot sauce.
Oh, is
what are you
it
doing in here?
Is it like a 7-layer bean dip in
Yeah.
the bathtub?
Oh, it was gross. Yeah, it was fucking disgusting.
looking
But
there
we
and-
unloaded.
Yeah, I remember looking in there and go, God damn.
I looked at one bag when we were unloading, and a fucking turd just
It
fell
fell out of the a fucking poop fell out of the
That was
bag.
a human turd fell out of a bag that I was moving. They packed a turd.
Why did you?
I
know
Were you guys unloading?
Brad also has a video of me doing the walkway
Yeah, that was that job. Yep.
down the truck.
If you want to send it to me, that's fine.
It's a great video.
Yeah, I had a purse.
How many
It was
people?
pretty
Oh,
funny.
you're strutting.
I was strutting, yeah. It
Shit
was
was
a fun
gross,
time.
man.
Yeah, it was after dealing with the turd. It's like, I gotta strut now to get my composure.
Also, if anybody outside of us listens to this podcast, stop being so fucking disgusting, okay?
It's true.
It's-
I'm just gonna
it's a
put that
simple
out there.
rule. Also,
And I don't mean disgusting like, is your shit dusty? Is your shit a little bit dirty? That's fine. Don't be fucking disgusting.
Also, how many people do you think you guys have moved and just that aren't getting their security deposit back?
Oh, all the time.
I would say
Yeah,
about
constantly.
50, at least
Yeah.
50%.
Oh, because like
50,
literally,
oh.
dude, I'm shooting like a solid 80 because the girl we moved today,
Oh, she ain't good
holy
shit.
shit. We literally, she was like, oh my God, I'm sorry for my dog. Her dog pissed on the floor when we walked in.
It's true.
Like
That's
literally,
all.
the second way I got there, I was like, did that dog just piss? There's no way. Walked into the master bedroom to go look at stuff, looked at the ground and was like, damn, this is
piss
fucked
everywhere.
up. Then walked back in there, my shoes immediately.
That
It
fucking
sounded like
guy-
I was walking into rec room and everything, just
Yeah.
immediately.
That guy's, he's like, I don't want you guys slipping on this, and then he starts wiping up dog piss, and it's like, that shouldn't be the reason why you're wiping up dog piss right now, but please continue doing it
So
so
2
we
weeks
can
ago,
move.
we go to this house. It smells entirely like dog piss because they're letting the dog piss everywhere. They go to a brand new house. The dog starts peeing on the floor. No one does a thing. It's just pissing on the dining room table. And they just go,
Just gonna wreck it.
I think
yeah, but they were so
and
used to
then-
the smell, they didn't bother them.
one of my favorites
Fucking
is
animals.
It was gross. We were about to throw up. 90 degrees, dog piss.
You see him calling the office. Yeah, someone pissed on our table.
It's like that one time when your boy House, God rest him, walked through that whole basement and took dog shit throughout that entire house and everything. I know you guys all remember that because of Joey's house. Because his feet were just straight just duck walking the whole time. Just
I think we brought this up before, but it's still hilarious how
God
we tracked
damn it,
that
that was
mud on
good.
that carpet.
Oh,
no,
man,
that was
room?
dog shit. That
No,
was
no,
all
no.
dog shit.
Were you there for the mud room?
I was there, yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
it was all pristine white carpet, and you could see where he
Walked.
went to
And
go
then
set up
turned around,
planting.
yeah.
It was a straight shot, but it was like
Oh
this.
shit!
And then he stopped, and then took the whole room in, and then walked out. And so he got it in this huge room. It was just like
5 steps in. It got everywhere.
Shout out to House. You're a good dude.
Yeah, I still remember when he
Pour
did
one
that
out
with
for
the
the homies.
fucking the
He's
dog
not
shit
dead.
one. That's when I think
All right, hold on. What are you saying, John? Go ahead.
the dog shit one. I think Brad was there. I remember there was a couple people that I think that was the same place when you broke your ankle and stuff. That's when we had all the arcade games and jukeboxes that were in the basement. It was just
your
dog
first
shit
pack?
everywhere. I've only done like 9 packs.
I know you
now.
weren't hired to pack. You were hired to move. I guess.
I've only done 9 of the 10 packs since I've worked here. So
Yeah, good. You can take all the ones
Yeah, there
that
you
I
go,
do.
Adam. Give them more.
I do not. I do not. Well, yeah, but just remember that everyone he just kept stepping and shit everywhere we're going. The customer was like, "Can you guys check on yourself to see who has dog poop on them?" Everyone looked, and House would be like, "Oh, sorry guys, I have dog poop on my shoes." And then we'd go make him clean it outside. Then he'd come back in and step in one of the same piles he stepped in. We're like,
Take it
"House!"
Oh yeah, just as a side note, once again, if anybody's listening who isn't us, clean up your fucking dog shit before we show up, you fucking dickweeds.
Don't
Well,
let your dog shit
you
inside
don't
the
have
house.
to. You don't have to.
Yeah.
But then when you're like, you need to take that through this way, then you have to.
Yeah. And it's always you have to take that through this way. Just like, was it yesterday we had to...
Oh, I stepped in
was
dog
that?
shit the other day with you.
Yeah,
That's when I got my leg hole.
I know.
Because I am the leg hole man.
We had
Only
to,
I can have
all right,
leg
all right.
holes.
We just said that, so now you have to explain it.
Let's
So
finish
go
the
ahead.
dog shit, and then we'll go to the leg hole.
He just has a hole in his leg. That's it.
What
Small
happened,
one.
Full
Sean?
of dog shit.
Yeah.
You've been wanting to talk about it since this podcast
It is
started.
it is
Since this
my leg
podcast,
hole.
he's been wanting to talk about it for 2 fucking days.
At least since I ripped that
It
band-aid
is-
off.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
you're probably going to hear me on the podcast. We'll give you like 10 or 15 minutes into it.
All right,
Trying
tell
to
us,
rip
tell
that
us.
off.
Tell us.
My leg hole, the story of my leg hole, how I became the leg hole man. Because only I can have leg holes. Well, we moved this like king bed and everything, and I thought, oh hey, I'm the only one up here. I can carry this footboard down by myself. One of the heaviest footboards I ever picked up in my life, like working here. Heavy as shit. Struggled to get it downstairs and everything. Get it down, get it on the truck. Breathing heavy. Put it down, double pat it, turn around to move some stuff so I can set it up to do everything.
Did you
Here-
scream?
I did not,
Wait for
actually.
it.
I heard it go, doo. I turned over, saw it falling. My first thought was like, oh, put my leg there. Keep it from falling and hitting the ground. Because the cussy's right there. You don't want that to
She's a
happen.
lesbian. She doesn't care.
You don't want stuff falling in the back of the
I mean,
truck.
he's not wrong, but it's not part of the story.
So I put my leg down, and the second I put my leg down to catch it and everything, I'm like, oh shit, this thing's really fucking heavy. I struggled to fucking carry this thing. Then just slaps against my leg and here, it immediately goes down. I lifted up and put it back up, and I looked down. It was just all white. Blood started coming. I was like, okay, I can't yell. I'll just lean
He
up
did not
against.
yell.
I'll just lean up against the
impressed.
wall with this on the pad stack and just shake violently to keep from yelling.
The truck was going like this.
Because I was literally, it was really sucked so much. And then I go into the truck to go
Alan doesn't give a
to
fuck.
give myself first aid from the first aid kit, which we do not have on our truck.
yeah,
It was literally sun-baked and breaking with just Band-Aid wrappers in there.
It sounds like a Fort Collins problem.
In my defense, there's a checklist that you're supposed to do every day that has a
First
first aid
aid
kit
is
on
not
it.
Hold on, hold on.
And you can
Brought
write
up
on there,
first
hey,
aid
the first aid kit's fucked up, and we'll buy a new one.
Hold on. I just, I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure there's a whiteboard in the front that has all the trucks written on it.
Yes.
Yes.
And one of them has first aid kit written next to
from
it
the last time that we bought first aid kits.
that I wrote 2 years ago.
Yes, and I've bought first aid kits several times. since
It's
then.
relevant
Is
again.
it?
Yeah. Well, I can tell you,
responsible for
that
drugs?
one in Omar is literally breaking and everything. I went to use it.
Then write it down on the board.
Sean, listen, all you gotta do, man, is rip off a little corner piece of a pad and then throw a goddamn tan fucking rubber
That
band
dirty
around
ass
it.
pad.
You know how many times
will
I've
give you
fucking
sepsis.
done that, dude?
I-
Chill the fuck out.
I'm not gonna lie. There's a in that kit that didn't have anything in it. There was some like gauze pads in it, and I
See, I
almost
wanted
said,
to use those gauze pads, but I was like, how
They
long
wrap it
have
to
they
you.
been
No,
sitting there?
I was put the gauze pad on and wrap
No,
it.
that's why when I saw the shrink wrap, I was like, oh, I could have done that. I was like, I could have done that with the gauze in there.
They're
Everything
probably
in there
expired.
looked pretty bad.
Yeah, they're
Everything
probably
in there
Gauze
looked pretty
expired?
good.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
It took me.
With like dust and like
right?
instead of like a broken med kit that's like literally has broken plastic and dust and like old like wrappers and
understand
band-aids
your
and like
problem.
all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the customer even goes, "Yeah, I have band-aids, but they're packed away." And she even hit that whole face, but they're packed away. Ooh,
So
that
your
little dumb
movers
fuck
do
got
care
here.
about you, and they do want your stuff to get there in good condition.
Who,
We will
you or the
sacrifice our-
customer?
James,
don't lie.
A little bit of both.
That's
I
Cupcake Jim.
actually do
I'm
care a
paid
little
to
bit.
care.
And
I
it's
don't
showing
actually
us.
care.
Yeah.
That is accurate.
Okay,
No,
well,
It's not this job. It's
I'm paid
not
to
every
care,
job.
but I don't actually care.
I could
Paid
go
to
back
care.
in time.
So
I
why
would
would you
stop
stick your
myself
leg out
from
and
catching
take
it.
personal injury if you don't care?
Because you don't want to be bothered later.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more work for you.
Okay.
You know why I do a good job? Because I don't want to be bothered later.
That's 100% it.
I need money to pay rent, and then I don't want to hear anything about it.
James,
You blew my entire world right there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's just
James,
more bullshit.
Today, the,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
entire time we're moving everything, the guy kept going, "I don't give a goddamn fuck about a goddamn fucking thing." But it's like, we still do because you actually do give a fuck.
Or what was, Thor had some dumb shit he was saying. What were you saying about body cams? Go ahead, throw a tangent in there.
Can I?
I don't know. The number of times customers will say that shit and then do actually care at the end of the day when we didn't even do anything and just try to pull some shit. I'm curious to see if body cams would exonerate us from
What's funny? We have something
financial
in the clipboard. We have
persecution.
something in the clipboards for that. Release a
Just
liability.
liability,
Yeah.
but you can't get their words on a piece
You
of
know,
paper.
companies-
But that's what that whole thing is for.
But that's what makes them think. We need
Exactly.
to catch them in the moment. We
So
need
that's when you
emotive
pull it out. They're like,
responses.
oh,
Thor-
they'll rethink
Thor,
it.
you just need to get up on your verbal judo, bro.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm telling you, that'll crush people.
You're right. I haven't laid shit down at work in a while.
I don't know how much a body cam costs, but I bet it's a lot
Probably a
more
lot.
than we pay for people standing.
Splurge for
Depends
some
when-
body
was
cams.
Rowan
It'd be the
working there or
cheapest
not?
one, and it'd basically be like one of those old picture cam things that had the Polaroid.
Just like when they try to
Yeah, and we'd be like walking like this.
Just buy a bunch of first gen GoPros. Those are probably pretty cheap now. They're like generation
That's
6
still
or 7.
too expensive. Have you seen the
$25
driver?
is $25 too much.
We tried that once with the GoPro harness to like show a life in the day of a
Like,
mover.
yeah, that was like a marketing.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was. It had a whole chest harness. The only problem is,
recorded and filmed.
the only problem is, you put a chest harness on. What the fuck is against your chest half the day? The side of a dresser. The
That's
side
why
of
you
a
get the
couch,
ones
the
on
side
the
of a
head.
That was like today when we were moving something and we're going down the stairs and we got it down and we were going straight and I was like, man, I'm glad I still have a gut because I could set I could set that roll top on top of it.
It's a movie gut.
Yeah, the movie gut's important.
But also really funny capturing like stuff we say and do on the job. Like when I was
Yeah,
helping you
boring
carry
shit.
down that dresser yesterday, or on Wednesday, I started talking when I was just pressing right on my throat. I was like, "Hey Bennett," it was like got real bad real quick. I had to stop because I was like, "All right, I'm walking backwards down this fucking like basement stairs, and I'm laughing too hard. I'm gonna die."
Oh my god,
it
so
was
much
fun
bullshit
today.
I am a Swedish mover.
Could you imagine Taylor with a GoPro on his
How
ass?
much random shit was said in front of those customers was beautiful, and they didn't give.
I give shit. They were drunk.
Bro, we opened.
Which
yeah,
were
we-
very drunk. Yeah.
That dude walked out the door, or was standing in the garage when I was like, "Hey, I'm Thor. I'm a Swedish mover. My cases are so good."
Well, also,
I'm burning you up.
George always says when like the
That dude was standing
customers
right
don't
there.
care what these daddies are doing.
They don't.
As long as you don't break their shit.
As long as these daddies don't break a thing.
I ripped some pretty long farts around
Yeah.
today.
Ooh, that's a dangerous game.
You pulled George daddy.
Oh, he
I was-
there
I was
all
here.
day in the
That
truck
dude
with
was
us.
still standing there too, right around the side of the truck when I was going on about fucking mayonnaise and fucking mustard on my goddamn Jimmy John's. When that lady just was like, "Well, what do you want on it?" It's like, "Just give me turkey, cheese, lettuce, and mustard." She's like, "Well, I mean, like
That's
they
the
got
fort-
like
that's the
pepper,
bootlegger.
yeah, they got like peppers and all this and all that." It's like, I told you what I wanted. You asked me, so just fucking do it, please.
Have you heard that?
Don't make this
that
harder
song
than it
by
needs to
Shinedown?
be.
I am a simple man.
Yeah,
We're all
it's like,
simple,
Yeah.
man.
You guys ever
Have you ever broken anything like right in front of a person?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I go. Sorry, that was my hand, or that was my back. And then I walk away, and they just like ignore it.
I'm trying to remember who was.
Bennett had a
It
really
might have
good
been-
one with old Rowan with the glass in Pueblo.
It might have been Jay.
I broke something in front of you and Mac one time when I brought down that China cabinet from American Furniture Warehouse. Brought it down.
Cabinet?
Yeah, like it was like one of the stand-up ones. I brought it down and I opened it up to take out the fucking glass shelves, and I grabbed one of the glass shelves, and as I turned around, the door just straight fell off.
Oh, I do remember that.
I do remember
Like right in front of the
dropping
custody
that
too, and I was literally just standing there holding the glass shelf, looked at everyone, holding the glass shelf. Was like, there was nothing I could do, and she was
my
like,
favorite though. I was like pulling a nightstand out of an attic and the drawer, like it was like under a pad or something. So I yanked out kind of hard and I turned around with it and the drawer goes flying out in front of it, right toward like the back of the truck. And as I'm turning, and the fucking customer's standing right at the back of the truck watching me do this.
Hello.
I draw it on the ground and just shatters.
I do remember
God damn it.
dropping an armoire actually on Brad over
Oh,
there.
I rode that bitch down the stairs. I was mad.
Oh yeah, you know you did.
no, shut up.
were
I want to
scratched
hear
and
Brad's side of this.
Yeah,
real quick.
let's hear some perspectives on what happened
Dog,
here.
Brad first.
Mind you, I mean that shit that did suck. Like that did suck. But it was one of those things that it was like, well, the best part because it was you and House. I remember this specifically, and I was like, James, you good, man? You're like, yeah, I'm good, bro. So I'm at the bottom, and this thing is like in my face, and it's heavy as fuck, and I'm like going down a couple steps. James, you still good? Yeah, I got it. Mind you, I'll give you that it was dusty as fuck, so I'll give you that. All of a sudden, dude, that top goes blam, and I'm like, blah, 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 and I get to the bottom and like stop it, like, ugh. And then, dude, I'm pissed, bro. I'm raging, you know, because House also. I mean, he can't. It was a narrow stairwell.
To be fair,
so
he did reach
can't-
out and try and grab it.
Yeah,
as
but
it
he can't
fell.
do anything to help you either and stuff. So, but he's going. But then the customer's standing right there too, at the bottom of the stairs, and I'm like sitting here holding this thing up, like, and he comes up, dude, and he like arm straddles me, and he's like behind me like this, and I'm like, get off of me! It's like, no, just get away, don't touch me. I'm pissed, bro. I was pissed, but it's like, James, and you know, I maybe cuss in front of the customer, maybe like 0.5% of the time. This was definitely one of those 0.5. And I was like, James, you need to pick this goddamn fucking thing up. And we need to get it down. Yeah.
All right, I got it. Take a break. Take a
Well,
break.
and then at that point though
It's
too,
already down.
it's like way down here, so you can't get in. Fucking, so I'm like, House, help him! God damn it!
And that's
Bro.
the thing is, House was standing up right next to me. The problem that happened is I was standing there holding on to it, and I heard
That's the
break,
problem.
and what my brain thought was I needed a break. I was like,
Break
yeah,
first.
I'm good. So I like kind of let go and like tried to like lean it on my leg, and at the same time,
It just went whoop.
yeah. At the same time, he took a break as well. So we both just rid this fucking thing down.
Mind you, with all that happening, that was
Oh,
the
mind
least.
you's going.
Dude, that was the least amount of damage I've ever seen from that situation. Like the side of that armoire was, it had like a little
Immaculate.
tiny little thing, but it was like a 3-piece thing, so something slid against it. It was fine, and the stairs weren't that bad.
American built.
Those stairs, no, they were hardwood, and the stairs were perfectly fine. I was so
American
surprised.
built. Yep.
That's surprising.
Jay and I
But
had one
damn.
the other day where
Our paper
it was
houses.
a rotating coffee table that's circular, and it's heavy. And how we carried it was we had a forearm strap. It worked wonders. And I took the bottom, he had the top. We went from a 4th floor down to the 1st floor, and all stairs. We get down to the first level, or first, last stairwell, and we decided to change somehow the direction. And I look at Jable and I go, we probably shouldn't change directions because it slid all the way to me. And he goes, yeah, you're right. And we just kept doing it. And then went, well, go. And we're all, oh, fuck. And then all Jake hears, you good?
I love that about Jake. Just like when he hears something like that happen, just pulling his head up. Hey, dude, you good, bro?
Just like the whole conversation of, yeah, we shouldn't do this. Yeah, you're right. Well, we're already here. I'm not turning
Dude,
around.
that's like
one more
that's an everyday conversation.
Yeah, that's like a half.
Are you good? No. All right, let's do it.
When we were doing something, we're trying to move something heavy as fuck, and we're like, Sean, are you good? I'm like, no, but it's as good as I'm gonna be.
Before on forklift a goddamn 2-door stainless steel refrigerator down gravel.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, we sure fucking did. Let's tell this story and then we'll kind of do a little outro. Oh my god, dude, that fucking shit. We saw the path around the back of the house. By the way, clean up your dog's fucking shit, you assholes. But it's like there's like big stones in between, like smaller stones.
Oh,
going
flat
around.
rock?
Yeah, sort of. But we were like, how are we going to do this? How are we going to get this side-by-side stainless steel refrigerator with 2 freezer doors all the way around the fucking house and through the basement? And we're like, you want to forearm it? I mean, I guess. And we get it up. We're like, are we going to send it? Yeah, we're sending it.
Yeah.
And we fucking walked around that whole house carrying an entire refrigerator.
I almost lost it that one time where you asked me if I was good. Like
I could tell.
Stopped by a vehicle.
Yeah. You know that part where you slid for 1.5 feet down the gravel, and I was like, "Are you okay?" And you said yes. But in addition to that, going around the side of the house,
down to Thor and was like, "Not this day."
Odin's son, you are worthy. You now possess the power of Thor.
So in addition to doing that day, we did the armoire, the 2-piece armoire that has a reloading press.
It's a press in it,
inside of the armoire. And so we're carrying the top piece, me and Trey.
Yeah.
And we get through the gate where we had to carry it. We were gonna set it down and kind of dolly it the rest of the way. And I'm like, Trey, you want to send it? And Trey's like, And I'm like, all right, no, we're setting it down. And we set that shit down, and I release it. My fingers hurt so bad because there was no blood in them. And then when I set it down, it all came back, and I was like, we probably shouldn't have carried that. It was so heavy that it crushed my hands in the air.
The second we crossed that gate, I could feel
Remember
my
this
legs
day?
just kicking out in the gravel.
just
I was like,
going.
I'm going to fall here.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to happen.
That'd be a bad one to fall with. Too.
Yeah.
We caught that compressor.
That's already been in the podcast. That video has already been in the podcast. All right, let's do some outros. I know people like doing stupid ads, so whoever's got something funny to say, you go right ahead. Go ahead. Thor, you got it down yet?
We'll see here. I'm going to try to incorporate the Colorado rattlesnake. God damn it, I can't say it.
Colorado rattlesnake.
It's a rattlesnake.
Damn it.
Colorado rattlesnaggle.
Colorado rattlesnaggle. Colorado rattlesnaggle.
That made me laugh more than I should have.
The other one is Boof and Brad's Boolean and Butt Stuff Bodega.
Classic.
We're certified. Put the circle and R on that bitch.
This podcast was also brought to you by Wedby, Wilson, and Willick's Movers Injury Lawsuits.
And for Kyle's sake, the Ziegler Roundabout Spice Company. I'll throw that in there for Kyle. Adam, you want to play us out?
Oh no, this Saturday, remember to come to Doink and Dare's Disco Dispensary. And remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell notification button to stay up to date on everything we're doing.
And treat your movers right.
Mazel tov.
Thanks for coming out. We'll be back next week.